Good morning. So this morning's project, we're going to take an old patio chair with fabric that is starting to break and rip, and we're going to replace it and make it look like that. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to cut the fabric away, and I want you to notice that this is a metal frame chair, so that makes things a lot easier for us. So the first thing we'll do is cut that fabric away. Okay, so you can see that we just cut the fabric away from the side. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to measure the width of your chair. And this measures about 18, but I'm going to go a little bit over because some points are a little bit wider, like that right there is 18 and a half. So I come back up to the back of the chair, again 18 and a half. Yesterday when I did a chair, it was actually 18 and a quarter. So I'm using a basic pine board. It was substantially less expensive than say oak or a hardwood. We'll stain these and then polyurethane them to protect them from the outside. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here, we're going to measure that 18 and a half mark. Again, I'm going 18 and a half on this chair because it is a little bit wider than the chair that we did yesterday. And we're going to make that mark at 18 and a half, and then you'll draw a line straight across for your cut mark. And we'll just continue to make cuts 18 and a half inches until we have 11 pieces of board. Okay, so we have our pieces for the bottom portion of the seat here, and we're going to drill a pilot hole in the top about a 1/4 inch in so that it will hit the groove of the metal. Okay, so we're just going to take a regular drive, drill, and put a 1/4 inch hole in there, just like that. So the first piece that we're going to put in is actually the back curvature. And again, I used some 1 5/8 deck screws. They go right into the crack here of this metal joint. If you don't have that crevice, then you can use self-drilling metal screws. They work pretty good. These came from Lowe's, no problem. You can get, I bought 1 inch because I was using 1/2 inch lumber, but you can get 1 1/2 inch and you'd be just fine as well. Okay, so we put the next board in, and we're just going to continue that pattern all the way down and then all the way up. When we get to the top, I'll show you a little trick. Okay, so when we get to this last curve piece here, if we put it flush, then you're going to have a little ledge. So what we're going to do is we're going to prop up we're going to put a couple of screws underneath here to act as a shelf so that this sits flush and we have a nice level surface like that for our legs to sit on. So what I did is I put a couple of screws in and left them about a quarter to 3/8 of an inch up. And now when we put this board on, it's going to give us a nice even transition surface. So now we've got our bottom part done here, and we're going to finish by cutting 7 more slats for the back. Okay, so there's our bottom piece. We're upside down here. It's easier to put these in. And we get to the top piece where it curves down. I went ahead and put some screws in there to act as a shelf so that when we put our last board on, it's nice, even transition. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy redoing your lawn furniture.